Hey guys, it's Dan here from bedroomstylereviews.com, and in today's video I'm going to be taking you through my review of this B&M Michigan desk. So a bit of background first of all. I work from home and I'm moving house, so rather than buy a new desk online and wait for it to turn up, I just went to a local B&M store and I picked up the cheapest desk I could find, which was this one for £50, so that I could assemble it on the same day and get straight back to work. Now I've bought cheap desks in the past and they've kind of let me down, to be honest. They've not been very sturdy, and they've made weird squeaking noises and stuff. So I was a bit concerned, thinking that it might not be great stuff. But to be honest, I'm happy to report that overall this is a really solid desk. So I'm just going to jump now into the individual pros and cons. So the first pro of this desk is the main one, and it's the most important in my view, and it's that the desk doesn't exhibit a lot of shaking when you rest on it or when you type. So there's very little rocking backwards and forwards or swaying from side to side. So I can lean on this desk, I can type, I can write, and it's a really solid working surface, and it doesn't really make it makes no sounds at all. There's no squeaker or anything, so it's brilliant. Now, if you want to learn what the exact surface area of this desk is and the exact dimensions, then click on the link in the description below, and that'll take you to the individual review of this B&M Michigan desk on my website, bedroomstylereviews.com. And I've also included a full guide where it shows you how to set the desk up, so it's a bit more visual than the instructions that you get in terms of photographs. And I've pointed out a couple of little things that you might not be able to tell from the instructions alone, so it might make things a bit easier for you. So the second pro is that this desk is relatively easy to set up by yourself. So the instructions here say that it should take 1 hour for 2 people to assemble the desk. Now, there was just one of me, and it took me just over two hours to put together. I was able to put this desk together with just the Allen key and this electric screwdriver. So I've got pretty much no DIY skills, and I was able to assemble a desk pretty easily. So I would say that if you've got like average strength, average dexterity, and you're on your own with just a screwdriver, you should be able to put this desk together by yourself without too much trouble. But I would say get an electric screwdriver, because it does save your hands, rather than using the manual ones. Now, if you look at the instructions in detail, I don't know if you can see, but it tells you that you need a rubber mallet, a drill, 2 different types of screwdrivers, and a tape measure. Well, I didn't need the rubber mallet, I didn't need the drill, and the screwdrivers I was able to combine in just the one electric screwdriver, and the tape measure I didn't need either. So if you open the instructions, you see that, don't panic. And the third pro of this desk, in my opinion, is that it tends to go with a wide range of decors. So it's got like a nice sleek wood finish. The drawers here, you can get them in white or you can get them in black. So the drawers come all the way out there, and there's little stops so that they don't come out. And it generally fits with my working space, which, as you can see behind me, it's pretty neutral, and it makes for a nice calming working environment. So just jumping into some of the considerations for this desk, and the first one is when you open the packaging up, make sure you take a nice look at the screws, which come in a vacuum sealed packet. I would actually take a photograph of it on your phone, because the screws are labelled with stickers on the outside, so it says like P1, P2, P3 and so forth, which is helpful initially, but once you open the packet they tend to get jumbled up. So in my case, I actually got some of the screws mixed up, which I'll come to in a second, but it can make assembly a bit confusing later on, so you need to make sure you know which screws are which before you go ahead and assemble the parts. So the second con of this desk is that you need to really pay very close attention to the instructions and notice where like the holes are on the panels and stuff, because this inside support beam here, there's one on each side for the inside of the drawers. I actually got these two the wrong way around, so when I came to the last step, which is step number 8, where you actually attach these little stoppers on the inside, the holes were the wrong way around, so I had to go backwards and take some of the desk apart and then put it back together again the right way around. So the little tip from me is make sure this laminated bit here matches up with the laminated bit on the top here. Like the other way around, it's like raw wood, so you don't want the raw wood on this side. If you've done that, then you've got it the wrong way around. So the third con is really you need to make sure that the chair that you're going to use fits underneath the desk. So I didn't realise this till afterwards, but I also bought this chair at the same time, and in the fully depressed position it just doesn't quite fit underneath, which is a little bit upsetting, but it's not the end of the world. But like I said, if you go and click on the link in the description below, I've given you the exact height measurements of the height here, so you'll know if the armrests of the chair that you've got will fit underneath. So in conclusion, I'd say that this B&M Michigan Desk is an excellent buy for £50. It's sturdy, it's relatively easy to put together, and you can do it with just an electric screwdriver and the tools provided. So like I said, if you want to click the link in the description below, that'll take you over to the full in-depth review on my website, bedroomstylereviews.com, and there's also, in addition to the specs and all the measurements, there's a walkthrough guide that shows you how to put the desk together. I've included extra stuff that you won't find in the instructions, like photographs of the desk in various stages, so you can check that you're doing everything right. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe, because I'll be releasing more content fairly soon.